time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Today we're going to talk about the live movie version ng Beauty and the Beast. Not the animated version, which I grew up with, and not the TV series, which is a totally different story. We're going to talk about the one directed by Bill Condon, starring Emma Watson as Beauty and Dan Stevens as the Beast. And today, it's just a really quick review, spoiler-free, so don't worry if you haven't seen it. I'm just going to talk about first the plot. I'm going to talk about the positives and the points na pwedeng i-improve. So the plot works like yung classic na story ng Beauty and the Beast. Basically, you have a prince cursed to turn into a beast, and then in comes Beauty, si Belle, na played by Emma Watson, na siyang possible na mag-rescue kay Beast from this curse. Now, things that I loved about this movie are the following. First, I love the casting ng mga supporting characters. Wala akong masasabi about them. I love Luke Evans as Gaston and Josh Gad as LeFou. Medyo may onting kaguluhan lang sa utak ko kasi merong confusion ng onte kasi boses ni Olaf si LeFou. And talagang star-studded yung cast. You have Audra McDonald, who is basically isang pillar ng institusyon sa Broadway, as yung madam na soprano na kumakanta. You have Stanley Tucci as her husband, yung pianist. You have Emma Thompson, whom I love very much. You have Sir Ian McKellen as Cogsworth, and isa to sa mga favorite performances ko ni Ewan McGregor just because medyo light ito at mas malapit doon sa entire Moulin Rouge version niya. And the list goes on. You have newcomers like Gugu Mbatha-Raw, I don't know if I said that right, as Plumette. And the entire ensemble cast really worked well together. Meron lang onting mga misses regarding animation, but you can overlook that kasi you just really fall in love with these characters. One of the songs that they added, which was yung Days in the Sun, really made you feel more for these characters and made you more invested into the story. So regardless of whether you wanted Beauty to end up with a Beast, just knowing that yung curse also affects this entire set of people would make you feel more about the story and would make you wish that they would succeed dahil dito sa mga characters na to. So, great choice regarding that. Another pro would be yung animation. I really like the choices that they made. I liked the way that they modernized some of the things. I liked how they invested time doon sa look ng entire thing, from the architecture to their costumes. I really was happy about the decision that they made regarding the prince, turning him into a French version ng prince na merong makeup. Although I know that some people wouldn't agree with that kasi mas gusto natin yung European British type ng royalty na clean cut and blonde. But really, it's a good choice kasi French naman ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, when I saw that they did that, I was really thinking na, okay, that's a good choice. What I really loved about what they did sa story is that they invested more time sa mga characters. They plugged a lot of the plot holes na binigay nung original na animated na movie, including yung character ni Belle, character ng kanyang dad, and all of their choices at yung ano yung mga motivations nila. Mas grounded yung mga characters, mas well-rounded, and dahil doon, mas madali silang mahalin. Another thing that I really loved about this movie was the music. Syempre, you can't go wrong naman with Menken. Pero all of the songs that they added in really brought more to the story. Meron lang kasing may minsan kasi in the quest na magkaroon ng something new sa isang movie, nalulose niya yung value or yung nostalgia rin na binibigay ng older movie. But for this movie, maganda kasi all of the songs that they added really completed yung film and made you feel more for the characters, especially yung solo song ni Beast, which was Evermore, which really broke my heart while it was playing. So watch out for that if you haven't seen the movie yet. Now, points na meron pwedeng magkaroon ng improvement. Number one would be Emma Watson. Sadly, this is not the best performance na pwedeng makuha natin from someone playing Beauty. And I'm saying this as a fan of Emma Watson, the person. But really, ever since naman, I think the case with Emma Watson is the same with some really good actors and actresses in this industry, which is they fit a certain role, okay? In the same way that si Kristen Stewart works for broken, battered, and mentally unstable, and basically dark characters, si Emma Watson really works well for these types of characters. Intelligent, well-read, bookworm. Basically, Emma Watson plays herself. And watching her other movies in which she played another character, including Bling Ring, you see her trying her best to act, but really, may something flaw there. And in this movie, she was great in the parts that she was just Belle. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that Emma Watson is a good actress. In fact, do sa parts na speaking or being who she is, maganda naman yung nangyari. Kasi those are the parts, I think, that Emma Watson was playing herself, basically. But the problem is, dun sa mga singing parts, and dun sa mga non-speaking parts na iba, medyo may onting flat doon. Okay? Not just dun sa voice, but also dun sa mga emotions. Bakit? Siguro kasi limited yung arsenal, masasabi natin, ni Emma Watson. And you can see it dun sa mga parts na she was singing. You can feel yung lack of confidence sa part na yun. Although at one time, lumingon ako dun sa sister ko, and my twin sister told me na, sabi niya, nasa key natin yung kanta. Mainly, kasi ang worry ko doon is, si Belle kasi is a soprano part. Mataas talaga ang boses ng original na Belle. But with Emma Watson, may onting fear ako na kaya niya ba i-hit yung notes? But what they did was basically binaba nila yung key ng mga kanta. And nasa key siya actually namin. Comfortable ako dun sa key dun sa mga songs ng Beauty and the Beast this time. But really, may onting weakness doon. Not necessarily pangit, but may weakness dun sa part na yun. Kasi nga, di ba, hindi naman talaga siya singer. So, what could be done instead? I think that one thing na na-approve rin nung Cinderella from last year was that you can cast anyone sa role na ito dahil sobrang iconic nga ng role. I think that the choice to get Emma Watson to play as Belle was partly a marketing decision din as well. Kasi nga, you have Emma Watson who is parang, personification na rin ni Belle in these modern times. And it's good na ma-pair siya doon sa character ni Belle. And again, I see the value in that. But the thing is, you can cast a relatively unknown star to play as Belle. Dahil nga sa sobrang iconic yung role, sayang mo yung opportunity to give a chance sa iba na siguro mas magaling kumanta, na kaya rin namang dalhin yung role. And yung mga parts that she was singing, especially the ones na kailangan niya, nararamdaman ko na papunta na yung high note, especially dun sa Belle reprise, may onting fear sa akin. So, it kept me from enjoying the movie ng buo. Kasi natatakot ako, paano? Kaya niya ba to? Parang, I was rooting for her, pero may onting worry on my part. So, it really took away from enjoying the film in itself. So again, could someone else be cast as Belle? Yes, I do think so. But I still think that Emma Watson did a good job. And she tried her best. May mga onting, lalo na doon sa part ng Be Our Guest, in which dapat supposedly sobrang in awe siya doon sa nangyayari sa harap niya. I mean, looking at all of these plates fly, and may mga fireworks, and merong performance nitong candlestick na to. You should be, alam niyo yun, sobrang excited, sobrang happy, but may mga shots or may mga frames na obviously hindi siya masaya. Siguro dahil pagod na rin siya shooting the entire thing for days and days. But merong onting weakness doon sa part na yun. So that is that's what I think. But the rest was really good. And I think that this is a solid movie, magandang movie. And if you are someone na siguro nanay ka and you're raising a young girl, this is a good movie to start them out with pa rin. We had Beauty and the Beast, the animated version when we were younger, this could be a good version then to get them to fall in love with musicals. Now, do I recommend that you watch this movie? Yes, I think this is a good movie. It's a great movie actually, and if I had an option to own this movie right now, I would go out and buy it. And I would rate this movie siguro out of 5 stars. I'd give it a 4.5. Yung 0.5 na yon really short lang doon sa consistency sa singing and sa acting. I think one thing na pwede nating sabihin sa industry is this. When it comes to acting, when it comes to casting for roles, especially as big as Belle, it's good to consider that instead of picking actors who can sing, maybe you can pick singers who can act. Dahil sobrang big deal or sobrang important nung singing dun sa entirety ng movie. Alright? So that's it. And if you want to watch the spoiler review, maybe that I would release really soon, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want me to review some other movies, especially older ones, you can comment below to let me know kung anong klaseng movie ang gusto ninyo. I'll see you in my next video. Again, the rating is 4.5 out of 5 stars. And keep watching movies.